to be, that's a female, and that's an adult female. And then off in the distance, there's a male. You can see him like dead center, so he's underwater. Thank goodness the stream is clear. And you'll see that the back of his shell is more flared. So that's one of the quick ways I can sex these guys. Hey, sweetie. So I just like to observe them, just see what's going on. I come by and peek at them and then leave. As I'm looking around to keep losing my focus. Because generally when I think there's only 2, suddenly you'll see another one and another one. But they really have gotten quite used to me. And one thing that's very important to note, in this population, you know, you want them to be fearful of people. But this is a really unique population that the whole area has been largely developed. So that female has gone under the bank that he was just terrorizing, so he's going to go off. These males are incredibly amorous. God, it's just the fact that I can sit here and watch these guys. This is not like a painted turtle. This is not like a lot of turtles. These guys are incredibly spooky and very, very aware of me. It's really interesting. I can walk into an area and they can just feel my footsteps because I'm fat. No, so he's going back after that female again. And he'll just go and terrorize this female, and I think these males are quite annoying. I just wonder if we're going to get another glimpse of that. So that female's just hiding right under that bank. I don't know what kind of video Donnie's going to be able to make of this, because we don't have an incredible amount of intensity for all sorts of animals. Well, Donnie, I hope you can piece together my yammering, but it's early morning right now, so I'm going to go off and get to work. At my wood turtle spot, here are some trout. Let's see if you can see these. I'm sure Donnie's like, what is this crap? But there's some little trout right there. These are little brook trout. There's a whole gang of these. So you know what I learned about these guys? They're highly nocturnal. So they seem to do a lot of their business at night. And I was really surprised by that. Their eyes glow under infrared. So anybody that thinks trout are some daytime, one just flashed. These are little guys. But these are all native brook trout, so this is not stock trout at all. So these guys don't get very big, but if you see them when they're colored up breeding, oh my goodness, are they amazing. That one's just getting a little bit brave. So if I come out here with crickets, these guys pretty quickly learn that I'm here to feed them. And it's kind of cool. Trout need very cool water, and that reason for that is for them to survive. So if you catch a trout and you put it in a bucket, very quickly it will die, because what it's going to do, it's going to use up all the saturated oxygen that's in the water column, and as water gets warmer, it can't hold as much oxygen. So when you start getting water, 80, 82 degrees, its ability to hold water is poor. So 76 degrees, it can hold a fair bit of oxygen, but 65 degrees, it can hold a lot of oxygen relative. So that's one of the big things. Trout need a lot of oxygen, so when you put them in warmer water, they suffocate. So that's why trout don't do well in warmer areas, certainly in stale water that's not moving. They need water that's moving, and that's where it freely dissipates the CO2 in the water, degasses it, and it gets more oxygen dissolved into the water column, and that is generally by disturbing the water, making it go through, rapid area where there's a lot of rocks. So this is one of the reasons why things like trout need these cold running brooks and all that, because they really need a lot of oxygen. And whereas like a bass or something like that can survive in warmer waters, they don't, I guess, demand as much oxygen. But people often don't realize that these shallow lagoons where the water is very, very quiet isn't the most saturated in oxygen. So even though it looks great, it doesn't mean that the fish will survive there. And then you also get these noxious algae. And these algae, during the day, through photosynthesis, they're creating oxygen indeed, but at nighttime everything changes. So all your plants now start taking the oxygen out of the water as they need it, so their demand. So basically what these things will do is they'll actually suffocate the fish in the water column if there's not enough water, there's not enough oxygen in the water column or whatever. So sometimes you get these algae, I don't know how you even say it, algae blooms, and you hear about it like killing the fish, because it basically at night when it needs oxygen, it takes it all up. I got a wood turtle. I mean, if I just sat here long enough. A little wood. It's right under, there's two wood turtles. Oh, Donny, poor Donny. He's gonna be like, what is all this crap? Oh, there you can see Donny. If you look right under that piece of wood, there's a big male. It's amazing. I just sit here and I don't even think there's anything here. I'm looking at the trout, and then sure enough, these animals are working under the banks. And so if you have, I have a nice resident muskrat here. Oh, who's so cute. He just swims back and forth with his grasses, bringing it to his little den. But things like muskrats and beaver, these things will actually, these animals will actually create ecosystems for things like, these turtles that I like to stare at. All right, I know I'm boring everyone, and this is going to be painful for Donny because I've made a lot of these little short videos, or actually long videos, out as I'm looking at wood turtles. But this is really a hard one because I'm not like running and grabbing all these wood turtles. I'm trying to just observe them, because this population is amusing to me, and something that I'm enjoying. But if I go and start grabbing them all, then they won't really like me. So I just kind of, for the most part, just watch them. They do come up on land, and that's where I can get a little close and personal and try to film them. All right, Donny. There's a couple bigger brook trout, and I'm looking at a wood turtle. So I've learned what time these wood turtles get busy. And at the moment, 9:30 a.m. seems to be a key time. They're not out basking yet. But got these trout. I keep watching this trout. And there's a couple bigger trout. Alright, so now this turtle, there's another turtle right there with it in the shadows. Very hard to tell. You can just see its edge just going into the light. And then there's a big rogue male. His name is Jerkface, because he runs around and terrorizes all the females. But obviously there's multiple males in his population. But this male I'm watching, there's a little wood turtle over there. Like I said, I just sit here and keep watching. I know this will not be the greatest footage, so I'm trying to just offer a little bit of my narrative. So right now I got multiple wood turtles hiding under this log, and they'll start coming out it's really amazing because they are aware of me. So if I just kind of, oh, here comes an, oh, I got more wood turtles. There we go. Look at all the wood turtles here. God, this is ridiculous. All right, so this is a female being chased by Mr. Jerkface. Yep. All right, AM wood turtle action time. There's a female saying, "Look here, buddy, I'm getting annoyed by you." There's a little one right there, dead center. Oh, now we got 3 wood turtles right there. Oh no! Oh, got rogue wood turtle action going on here. A lot of bickering as I sit there and watch them. There's definitely a hierarchy. So if anybody knows, wood turtles are they're a tricky one. They're hard to observe. Finding out where they're at. Oh, there's a big trout right there. He's just went into the shadows, but there's some trout sitting right there. There's a brook trout. All right. So I'm sitting here, and I am watching quite a few wood turtles now. This is pretty crazy because a little while ago there was almost nothing going on, and as I just perched myself to watch, there is 4 or 5 right there. I just watched that little guy dead center come out, and I'm watching that guy right on the bank, right underwater. So this guy dead center, he just came out of the water, so he doesn't have any sun on him, so it's a basking situation that I'm not thrilled with. Oh, and I got 2 wood turtles right there. It's really crazy. Oh, see the trout. Oh, there's a nice little school trout right there. Playing with the wood turtles. So these wood turtles bicker, and they're chasing each other off. Males are basically looking for any female. Oh, here we go. We got this guy coming along. So we're gonna have 2 males. Oh, here we go. This is ridiculous. Look at. No, get away from me! I'm already. Oh, there's another little one right there. God, this is just. To people, oh, there's a big trout I saw. To people that this is nothing like a painted turtle. Or we got these 2 males right in the same area, squaring off. We'll see what they do. They cause a ruckus. But these are not like painted turtles. They're very demanding of their environments. As far as little wood turtle left, you can see him, a little shell right there. They need, besides waterways that are clean and have good basking, food source, and to be protected from the people that want to take them, they need areas where they're going to come out during the summer and they're going to forage. So generally they'll start out in the mornings in the spring in the stream, and then they're going to come out and move out into basking situations because they need to heat themselves up. Certainly if they ingested food, they need to come out and bask and get that digested, and then they crawl up and then they try to fry themselves. So often by 10:30, 11:30, the trout just came to the surface, they're gonna a lot of them are going to crawl out on the bank and just sit there, and then they're going to go to sleep. So I'm just trying to figure out the the rhythms of these guys. And one thing I've learned is to find a critical area and then park yourself and then watch. So really it's just, you know, when the weather's right, being there during the right time where they're just moving, they're coming out to their basking areas, and sitting yourself there and just kind of observing and watching. That is kind of key for me to see a lot, and I'm definitely learning. But just to like walk around a stream and just see and observe wood turtles, that's a trick, because they're very aware of you. So I'm learning to sometimes situate before they would be coming out to bask, and then just sit there and watch. And I'm getting more of this type of activity. But these guys are really secretive. We don't know a lot about, oh, there's a wood turtle under that log right there. We don't know a lot about wood turtles in a lot of ways because they're so secretive. And they're very in tune with their surroundings, just like pretty much all turtles are, but they tend to be more reactive. Oh, there's a wood turtle over there. Tend to be more reactive to seeing activity and then deciding, I want nothing to do with that, and then they just take off. But everything happens kind of slow, so I'm not giving, you know, dynamic video. This video will obviously appeal to more people that maybe like turtles, or maybe people that just are into nature and all this. But this is a little bit of magic that I get to have, because it's very important for these animals to exist in the wild and have a future. And as long as I'm around, for the time being, I will do my best to protect these guys. And I'm telling them, well, oh, there's another big wood turtle right there. He's like a raider. Look at that, just plumb. Oh, there we go. So that's all right. That's this pair again. You can tell she's a little upset. These guys really can hold their breath. So if you ever disturb a wood turtle and you think it's just going to sit there and wait it out, good luck. Hope you got time. All right, I guess I'm done yakking away.
Hey, baby, you is beautiful.
This is rogue wood turtle action. She's just still not ready. There's a little one right there beyond them. She really wants nothing to do with this guy at the moment. She's just, actually, you know what? All right, that's enough. Those are two males. Right now, you're watching recording behavior of a male wood turtle and kind of a small female. Oops. Tell Donny I need an underwater GoPro. Very pretty and orange. Let's see if I can get it. They're getting a little bit used to me over the years, so I'm more tolerant. Very cute. So what is the date today? And we see eggs right around end of May, beginning of June. Wonderful.